I played Spiritfarer on stream without knowing anything. Spiritfarer is one of the best games I've ever played, in the end. I'll make it clear and fast. Before we go on, I'll just say that this video is gonna contain spoilers. With that out of the way, let's continue. In the start, we meet with these two. The girl is named Stella and the lovable cat, Daffodil. They are both awoken by the Spiritfarer, telling them that they are the new Spiritfarers. After that, this huge chunky chunk moved on, entering the Everdoor. The Everdoor is basically the afterlife, spirits moving on after their final requests. Basically, this game is depending on you to give the spirits their final requests. At first, it is to get a hold of this game. Fish for food. Gwen, the first spirit, will give you tutorials. More spirits will give you more tutorials and informations. The spirits are all around the map. Explore so you get both resources and more stories. The stories they provide is simple. The requests they provide is simple to mild frustrating. But don't worry, you'll get used to it. This game is about exploring and patience. They won't punish you heavily just because you don't explore, but you need to explore. Like I said, exploring will give you both resources and stories. Explore for more resources to pick more resources efficiently, and explore for more spirits to help you, and explore this wonderful world. Because if you help out spirits, they sometimes will give you gifts and resources. So yeah, it's a really good idea to explore. How many times did I say explore? But aside from the game itself, the music and the graphics are beautiful. The graphics aren't like 3D, and full of bloom, that kind of stuff. Instead, we get a 2D platformer with the art style that you'll recognize once you play this game or seen this game somewhere. You'll immediately recognize that, hey, this is Spiritfarer. It's simple yet unique, cute and lovable. It's full of life. Each characters have their emotions. Each characters have unique animations. Each characters are full of life. And the music is something else. It's one of the best things I've ever heard in a while. From happy to beautiful ambience, joyful silliness to something serious, from something that's from like a fantasy. I mean, it is a fantasy game. To something like real life. I just can't believe that this game is from an indie dev, by a small team. You can really tell that they put a lot of love and effort towards this game. And I love them for it. I respect them for their dedication and their hard work for this wonderful game that they made. The more you progress the story and about resources, you can see the progress of your ship. The more spirits you helped, the more plants and flowers will grow on Stella's room or house on the ship. The ship will get more beautiful and will be more accessible to certain parts of the world. So yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of grind, so that'll be a little bit frustrating and stressful, but trust me, it's gonna be all worth it. And above all, the characters and the story is by far, to me, is one of the most bittersweet things I've ever experienced in a game. You see, this game is not about a character doing all the hard work, Stella and Daffodil. It's not about that. It's not about give the spirits their last requests and they will say goodbye and such. It's not only that. The characters in this game, they feel like they are an actual people talking. Despite them looking animals, they were people. I mean, haha, they're in something like what's that thing you call it? Limbo. Yeah, limbo. And they talk like real human beings because they were. They talk about their pasts, mistakes, experiences. They swear, people they knew, and their whole life from memory. They're not talking through notes. They talk like real human beings. They're like us. Normal human beings with actions we sometimes regret. Normal human beings with experiences we sometimes hide from other people. Normal human beings sometimes we forget about their important memories. This game is not about farming and, just give the spirits their requests. The game is about how to say goodbye and moving on. I want to say about a certain character before before we go on. I really recommend to play this game by yourself. Full price or not, it's worth it. You have to try it. It's worth giving a shot. I completed this game around like 36 hours, such, with the latest update, Beverly update, the new spirit and new stuff that you can explore. It's worth giving a shot. I want to continue, and it's gonna get personal. So, if you don't skip this cringy part, head over here. Thank you. Anyways, a lot of characters were here, and I loved all of them. Atul, Gwen, Bruce, and Mickey, Gustav, like I said. But the two characters really stood out. Those two people are Alice and Beverly. They both were old grandmas. Alice is kind, while Beverly is, a bit strict sometimes. But both of them are sweet. Both of them are lovable. But both of them has a problem with memories. Which questions came up to me while I was playing the game. Why does Alice not remember Stella sometimes? Why does Beverly keep mentioning about her old house? It's because they're afraid of saying goodbye to their memories in their life. At least that's what it felt like to me. It's because that's my fear. What if I forget my friends? What if I forget about everything? What if my loved ones forget about me? What if I move on all alone? This game reminded me of my grandfather. Don't check my identity, please, before I continue with my story. But jokes aside, 4 years ago, my grandfather passed away. I didn't even say goodbye to him. I didn't even visit his graveyard yet. He was the only person who understood me. The only father figure I had. We even had the same birthday. The reason why I couldn't say goodbye to him is because, the school here in Japan, it's really strict. So yeah. The last time we saw each other was through the phone. He was hooked up to a machine, and his last words to me were, "I can't believe time flies so fast. I love you." I loved my grandfather, and I think the family members I really do love is my grandfather and my brother. Both of them helped me so much. My brother is still here, and he's in school right now, but my grandfather is one of the best people I've ever met. And this game reminded me of that goodbyes are important. Moving on is important, and no matter how hard life can be, no matter how many loved ones leave you, you have to move on. Because that's life. The precious and limited thing, life. And the game Spiritfarer remind me of that. That goodbyes are important. Since she's not talking right now, I'll make her own words. I'll do it for her. Stella worked so hard and from the beginning to the end. She met Gwen, Alice, Towel, Gustav, Bruce and Mickey, Elena, Buck, Giovanni, Astrid, everyone else in the ship, and she gave them requests. She worked so hard. From a small ship to a big ship. From nothing to here. She was asleep on this small rowboat. And now she's going where she started. And she's going to end there. Stella and Daffodil worked together. And without the other spirits' help, she wouldn't be here. She couldn't find her mother in her sister's hands. And now she found them. And now she found her mother in her sister's hands. She can feel it, that's why she can go now. She can finally rest in peace. Stella the Spiritfarer. Farewell. Bye, Stella. It was fun. Bye, Daffodil. It was really fun. It was really fun to play this game. Rest well, Daffodil. Good night. Shit. Fuck. Good night.
Flowing through the seas of time, memories that were left behind bring us closer to the end of this journey where we grew as friends. Take me through the mist and storms in waters that are still unknown. Under guiding starlit sky, we will learn how to say goodbye. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But it's okay, we'll be together. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But I know we will remember. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But it's okay, we'll be together, my friend.
And we can see all the stars there together. God. Ah, damn.